2014 we were on ground zero at the time. From there we have grown about 2100%.
Probably it's the first time in the history that a country has produced almost $100 billion worth of electronic products.
We are the most advanced digital ecosystem in the world.
And this happened because of the call that our Honorable Prime Minister gave almost 10 years back, that let's make in India. Let's make India the next hub for manufacturing for the world. And I think this is the biggest change that has happened.
This is the change which has happened. See, the story of mobile phones, what has happened in India is a very inspiring story. It's 2014, we were on ground zero at the time. From there, we have grown about 2100%. We are producing about more than 4 lakh crores worth of phones. The increase is about 21 times. Electronics, we have grown about 400%. Electronics is now $115 billion. Electronics was a sector which was completely shunned by the investing world. It was a bad word. Today, Sunil Vachani is here. We have a lot of listed companies. The enthusiasm is red hot. The valuations we are getting are red hot. In fact, I told the Foxconn chairman tongue in cheek that, I feel a little sorry that you are listed in Taiwan. If you had been listed in India, because you are in electronics, you would have been valued at about not $50 billion, maybe $200 billion. That's the enthusiasm in this country.
I think there is no doubt in my mind, that this industry, the country, and our company has come a very, very long way. Remembering the time when we imported almost all the mobile phones that were sold in the country. I think we were importing almost all the electronic products. Probably it's the first time in the history that a country has produced almost $100 billion worth of electronic products. Not only that, the category of electronics and mobile phones is the 5th largest category of exports. And I remember someone just asking me recently that what really happened, what was the big change that brought about this massive transformation. So I think there is no doubt in our minds that this was definitely thanks to the very proactive policies of the Government of India, especially our ministry led by our Honorable Cabinet Minister, Shri Chandrasekhar. It was also the huge focus on ease of doing business, and which was personally championed by Shri Amitabh Kantji. But I think the biggest change, according to me, that has happened is the change in the mindset of Indian entrepreneurs. And this happened because of the call that our Honorable Prime Minister gave almost 10 years back, that let's make in India. Let's make India the next hub for manufacturing for the world. And I think this is the biggest change that has happened. So thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, for that. So going forward, you asked for certain suggestions. There has been a lot of talk about, mobile phone manufacturing. That are we really doing manufacturing? What's the value addition in the country? Of course, we know that the value addition is still low, it's only about 20%. But I'm very happy to tell you that if you look at other product categories like LED lighting, televisions, and some other products, the value addition in the country is almost as high as 75%. So, sir, I think one of the priorities, if I may suggest, definitely should be the creation of a robust and strong component ecosystem, maybe a PLI or a combined specs scheme for the component ecosystem. And finally, maybe a call from the Honorable Prime Minister to make India now a products nation, where we not only make our products in India, but we design the products in India.
When I was at Google for a long time, so I actually left about 5 years ago, but what can you do? I'm still expected to make sure manufacturing happens here. But when I joined Google in 2011, I don't know whether you all know this, ministers. There were 20 million mobile connected smartphones. That was 2012 actually, around 2012. 2014, that number had gone to about 50 million. But they were all on narrowband networks. What's very interesting is if you fast forward to the end of 2023, there were close to 800 million smartphone users. They're all on broadband networks and they consume more data than any other nation on the planet. In fact, mobile data consumption today, if you look at it, actually exceeds both China and the US on mobile per byte, right? So that's an extraordinary transformation of a digital ecosystem. But it's not just that, right? We didn't have it. Flipkart was founded in 2007, but by 2012 or 13, there was very little e-commerce. Today we have close to 800 million internet users, 250 million Indians buy products online, 350 million Indians pay online, and we have without question the most vibrant in terms of broad-based innovation ecosystem when it comes to digital India. So, ministers, first thing I'd like to say is when it comes to the digital ecosystem, Dixit Bharat has already arrived. Right? We are the most advanced digital ecosystem in the world, and now it's missing now is GDP per capita. So as every year goes by, India's GDP per capita goes up, and you see that our addressable markets continue to grow. I think the thing that I'm most excited about that's happened over the last few years, many things have happened over the last decade. Both the ministers, Stephen Covey spoke about those. But the thing that I'm most excited about is deregulation in specific, very strategic sectors. Space. 10 years ago, there was one space tech startup. Today has 119 space tech startups. If you had asked me if my firm would invest in an Indian space tech company 3 years ago, I would have said no. Today we have a very exciting company that builds satellites, that's building a traffic system in space. Imagine that. Indian founders launching satellites, launching rockets, building entirely new technologies. Another interesting example, I think Minister Puri talked about this, defense. The number one focus sector that we have as a firm in our early stage business right now is defense.
My name is Abhiraj Bhal. I'm the founder of Pivot Company. This is a company that I started with my co-founder Varun. So our living room in 2013. We have very small savings, but dream to transform the home services sector in India, to create high quality, good jobs with trained service professionals. And today we have over 57,000 high quality and trained service professionals across 62 cities in the country. And every second of the day, some service professional is ringing bell and entering the consumer's well to deliver a reliable service. I want to share two anecdotes along the way where we've been supported extensively by the government. In 2016, when we were still a small and fledgling startup, the then Minister of Skill and Entrepreneurship invited me over to his office. I was a bit surprised. In the next 30 days, if what you're saying is true and you are indeed investing in this training and quality control, we will sign an MOU with you, which is all encompassing, and every service professional on your platform will get an NSDC certification as best in class, and you can put the certification on the app for all consumers to see. As it stands today, all 57,000 service professionals are NSDC certified best in class. They wear a Skill India logo on their t-shirts, and you can see their certificate on the app, which also comes with an insurance.